Hey freaks, welcome back from the break. Welcome to the American Horror Story After Show here on thestream.tv. I'm Ashley Mova, and this is a show where we're gonna run down everything season 4, episode 11 of Magical Thinking. Sitting with me are my fellow freakaleaks over here.
I'm Lauren Francesca, and I make YouTube videos, and I'm so excited for 2015 and all these awesome new developments.
Right, good episode to start it off. And over here.
Yo, what's up guys? Xavier Brinkman here with ya. I am back from Australia. Sorry that I missed a couple of episodes, but I was on a drunken bender for most of it. I'm not gonna lie, this is, we're on the American Horror Story After
Hopefully
Show,
you can
right?
hold it together for
Yeah,
tonight.
no, but I'm good. I've sobered up, and I'm stoked to be back, and what a bloody episode.
I know, right?
Literally, to come back to, that was nuts.
Yeah.
So, stoked.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Boom. And if you weren't sober enough, that opening scene where we get to see Jimmy's nubs, which I thought looked like half of burritos.
She did actually say
I was like,
that.
those look like burritos. Maybe I'm just hungry.
Yeah.
But that scene with Jimmy's claws being cut off, what he's known for, how sad. That's
I mean, he's really got did over by O'Hare. I mean, he like what? So he said, "I'll take one of your hands off," and he took both of them, as if he wasn't. But I mean, that's a harsh price to pay for a lawyer, right? Both of your hands.
I mean, he was like, you could see he was struggling with himself in that cell. He was like, should I do it? Should I not do it? And then he's like, here, take some magical drugs, and I'm gonna drug you and chop both of your hands off. Why do you think he chopped both of his hands off to sell them to?
Yeah, I mean, we saw it in the episode before we all left. We just saw the hands in the glass, and I was just like, please make this be a mistake, because
I was hoping
those are his
even
orgasm hands.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I know, it's his magical hands.
That's how he makes his money.
Yeah, I know, it's his magical hands. But it's like, because Emma Roberts saw the hands, she was the one that fainted when she saw him, so I was kind of like, because usually when it's a daydream or whatever, you won't have other characters seeing it. It's just because they've done it before, and it always gets us. I mean, you saw the twins' heads in a tank, but it was just a daydream, or a fantasy. This time, someone else actually saw it, so I was still I don't know about you guys, but I was personally hoping that it wasn't going to be real, but his hands are gone.
Because we hadn't seen him in the last episode.
Did you see the end? It showed like some doctor putting a needle into them. So is he going to try to grow his hands back? Is he going to add hands? Do you think he's going to have hooks? I don't know.
Ooh,
yeah, who knows?
call.
And just before I forget, real quick, in the very end of it, we were just talking about. Does anyone see a quick little part where the Axeman from Coven was in there? I don't know if you didn't miss it.
I'm so annoyed because I didn't catch that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I might be wrong, but I mean, I swear to God, I saw the Axeman from Coven swinging an axe, and also if you guys caught, he was actually the guy that was carving Elsa's prosthetic legs in the German flashback. So I wonder if they're bringing that back, and that's another connection between seasons. I might be completely wrong, but put it in the comments. Let me know what you think.
Ooh, I love that. I love when the seasons connect. It's like a little wink, like, hey fans, like you wanted this, we'll give it to you. I love that. But how sad, because I felt like Jimmy's claws were kind of a representation of his dad's side and a connection to his dad's side. He's just getting to know his dad. So him getting that taken away from him, and he was sitting there like talking to his dad about it, like, why don't you have the claws? And he went and he reminisced about how his...
Yeah, there's unfortunate what ends up happening to Dell, but I'm sure we'll get to that later.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, those two, obviously, the two characters, like Michael Chiklis and Evan Peters, have an awesome chemistry on camera.
And I
like,
love seeing that relationship blossom. The dad was saying, "Oh, I'm feeding you for the first time." I don't remember how old he was, but it was so nice.
It was sweet, because in the beginning, when we first saw Dell's character, we thought, this is going to be the worst father ever, and then he actually comes around. So it's just really depressing, and I'm so sad for him now. It's like his mom's gone, his dad's gone, his hands are gone.
Yeah.
Like hopefully
hopefully
Emma Roberts still likes him.
Things are falling apart on epic proportions right now, and we still have a couple episodes to go.
I know. That is interesting though, because at first Dell's character, I was like, oh, hate this guy, and we've gone on such like an emotional roller coaster with his character because now I feel so.
It's funny how
I feel so bad
a
for
few
him.
little the most bizarre things, even we saw with Twisty, can be semi-endearing, and you can feel yourself being connected to them. So.
Oh, Twisty, R.I.P.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, I know,
so
but he
long
was a
since we've seen him.
psychotic killer. But I mean, we still felt connected to him. So it's funny how Ryan Murphy gives these psychotic characters these endearing qualities that still brings a connection to them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it was really sad before he got shot. He just knew it. He was crying. It was very beautiful. It was just like, but then Elsa came in. And,
yeah, as I said, we'll get to it.
Yeah. So moving on to more, I don't know. Neil Patrick Harris comes in with a ball of fire. His character, I think tonight's episode was basically surrounding his character. There were so many layers that we got to see tonight.
And not only that, we saw Jamie Brewer come back.
Oh my gosh, yes.
As a who's
Yes.
awesome and who's like an absolute like favorite of the past season.
Loved
she comes back
seeing her in
and
there.
is now Marjorie the puppet.
I love that. Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting that at all. Did you see any pictures? Like, I didn't see any pictures of that.
It's so creepy. It's just like she comes alive and he sees her alive, and like I guess it foreshadows her being alive, and then at the end of the episode you see her alive. So that was really cool. I loved how they did that because then it was like this like epic surprise. Like, oh yeah, he's crazy, and then first you think he's like a little crazy, and then you say like, okay, he's really crazy.
Yeah.
No,
So we
absolutely
obviously
insane.
it leaves it completely open. So we don't. It's hinting towards that Marjorie is a complete like hallucination, like her life. But I mean, this is American Horror Story, so we never know
Right.
what's going on. But yeah, so he's come in as a magician. He's like turns out he's like they really. It was like they fast tracked this cameo. So it was like this. I mean, this is like Ryan Murphy's style of usually doing this would divulge this information over a period of a
Right,
season. But this
right.
happened in one episode.
Exactly.
So we saw he's a salesman of lizards. He comes in and he's interested in being a magician. Which actually I read, by the way, that Neil Patrick Harris is a practicing magician
Which
in
is
real
so
life.
awesome.
Which is probably pretty
So
cool.
awesome,
Yeah.
And then he buys the place. That was
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
now
expect that.
then he's a psycho. Then he manages to have sex with the twins as
Which
well.
is
Just
like so, I found that really interesting because previously, they've been infatuated with a lot of the other characters, I think, but this is the first time when both of them are like, oh my gosh, like we both like this guy and this is gonna work.
It was so creepy. Oh my goodness. First I'm like, is that actually his ass? Are they showing that right
I'm
now?
like, is that legal? I don't
Yeah.
know. Is that okay to show on TV?
Yeah,
I don't know.
If it was a woman, I'd definitely be more upset about
I
it.
mean, we've seen Evan Peters' ass all the time.
Oh, that's
like,
true, that's
he's got
true.
his out all
Good
the time.
call.
Yeah, it's fine. And then, I mean, as I said, apart from doing all that, he's also gone and done the one thing that you probably don't want to do, and that is he's pissed off Dandy.
That
Right.
was
He's made him
awesome.
angry because the twins is Dandy's
Right.
woman.
But
I was so happy to see Dandy back.
I know.
I was just like, did you
on-
guys see him in Unbroken?
no.
Oh
Oh my
my
gosh.
God.
She's in. Oh my gosh.
He's so good.
I can't wait to see that.
I was watching the movie, and then all of a sudden, I'm just like, wait, oh my God, it's Dandy.
Yeah.
He's an
Finn Whitlock
amazing,
is killing it this
amazing
year.
actor. But something about the twins, it ignited a flashback into Chester's character about he goes back into his head. This scene we didn't know, but now we found out it was his wife with the wife's friend. That was so strange to me.
It was really
That
weird.
was so strange. Why is he still wearing this army outfit? Like, what is that connection? 4 years later, they said that he's still wearing that outfit, and why?
Where did Marjorie come from? Did he Did he get her during the war?
So weird.
And
He's
obviously,
sitting there
so-
in the corner.
Yeah, and so from what we gathered, so they all went away to war. His wife and another wife fell in love, and the other wife's husband died. He came back, and obviously they came to some agreement that they'd all live together. And then,
I mean, like, as if that's normal,
whatever.
especially
So-
back
and
then.
And then when he first saw the twins, he had that little flash of like imagining that it was his wife
Yeah.
and his.
It was
wife's
so weird
girlfriend
because when we first
heads.
saw that flash, it looked as if they were also Siamese twins. That first
Right,
flash,
right.
and then later it's that they were on top of each other, and it was very obvious
So
that they were two
crazy.
different people.
So insane.
So yeah, so obviously him or Marjorie killed them.
Yeah,
and
who do you guys? I love seeing that scene, by the way, because I don't know. At first, I was thinking, did he kill them? And then you really see that he's absolutely crazy because he's either hallucinating or some magical doll lives with him
Yeah.
and is killing his wife and the friend. Who do you guys think it was? Do you think it was Marjorie
I mean,
or
it's
or him?
possible. There's that dead guy with the backwards face that comes
Right.
back.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's American Horror Story. Anything's possible.
Yeah, you'd think. I mean, obviously, if you're a sane person, you'd just think that he's hallucinating and he's doing all the killing, you know? But yeah, you're right, Lauren. This is American Horror Story, and it probably is a puppet that is doing all of this.
Right. Also, Elsa was setting up a kind of a deal with Chester. Why do you think she's doing that?
Because she's going to Hollywood. She's
How
gonna
is
be
he,
a big
how is
actress.
he
She
going to
needs-
take her there?
No,
She
she's
needs some
selling it
spending
so
money.
she can leave the
Okay.
freak show and
Yeah.
So that's the deal.
So she's taking $1,000, packing her bags, and moving to Hollywood. We're in Hollywood right now, so it's funny that everyone keeps referring to it right now. We're on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Come and stalk us, but don't kill us. Also, we saw more. Don't kill us, please. Dandy was back this episode. I love Dandy. Like, he's definitely one of, if not my favorite character. And he hires a private investigator because spoiled rich kid. Like, what else
It
does a
was
spoiled
so
rich
sweet.
kid do besides? It was sweet.
It was very sweet.
Did she love him?
He was like,
Did I love him?
Yeah, he was like, they were mine. They were mine. And what's really weird about it is when he comes back to talk to Chester, it doesn't look like he's going to kill Chester. And which I would think he'd automatically go and kill him. It looks like he wants Chester to kind of dig his own grave.
I think he's gonna do. I mean, Danny doesn't take the easy way. Like I feel like he's gonna ruin his life. But I mean, look what Dandy did to Jimmy Darling. Like, you know, he's like, I'm gonna get you, and then he just went and framed him and killed all those women. So it's like
He's really smart.
Yeah,
Dandy.
in a messed up way. But it seems like Dandy's style is more so when he really hates you. His style is more so to ruin your life in many different ways, and not just kill you. Ruin everything around it and let you live through it.
Yeah, how did he find out about Marjorie the doll? Oh, well, because I guess the private
private
investigator.
investigator.
Because he came out running out, and obviously Dandy was talking to him like he'd
Right.
spoken to the doll and like
Do you think Dandy had hit him?
had what? Sorry,
Had hid Marjorie?
Oh,
Because
definitely.
I think that he's using Marjorie to manipulate
Well,
Chester.
I mean, he found. I mean, this
Well, he
is
told
weird because
him.
we don't know if Marjorie's a freaking puppet or she's
I
a real
know,
person
maybe
yet.
she ran away.
But I mean, he found her in the tent. I don't know. Who knows?
It sounded like he was trying to put words into his head. Like he was saying, "Oh, she's jealous. She's upset with you.
Yeah.
She's
gonna tell."
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounded like he's plotting.
And I mean, and you see like Neil Patrick Harris is was genuinely concerned for me. He's like, she can't be locked away, you know, like we have to cover for her, you know, for the murder of his wife.
Yeah.
Like he's like psychotic, and I mean, maybe she did kill him, but he's genuinely insinuating that she really did kill him.
Right.
So
But Dandy also has like this fascination with dolls and puppets. Maybe he really thinks Marjorie's real too.
it's like Neil Patrick Harris slotted in to give Dandy a break on this episode and take over the crazy.
yeah.
Like even Dandy calls Neil Patrick Harris a sicko. Like if you're getting
Yeah.
called a
Yeah,
sicko
Dandy
by
kinda
Dandy,
looks normal next
you're
to
real.
Neil
You got some
It was
problems.
like he was excited. He was like, "How did he kill them?"
Yeah.
Like he was just like, "Oh,
Let's
do I
compare
have
notes,
I have a
yeah.
new friend?
Yeah.
Is this my new friend? Can we share the twins?"
Yeah. I'm excited to see how that plays out. Do you guys think that Dandy is going to kill Chester? I mean, he can be really jealous, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you in that I think that he might try to just make his life miserable. And I mean, if the scenes from next episode, he was trying to warn them, the twins, and they weren't having it. They were just like,
Yeah.
no, he's good.
Yeah. We don't trust anything you say. Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't think so?
What,
You
he's
think
gonna
he's
kill?
just gonna kind of make him.
I think
do it himself?
I think he's going to intend to kill him, but yeah, in a really messed up, and it's going to be drawn out for a few episodes, I think,
Right. So
or not.
on another note, moving gears now, Eve and Dell go and try to save Jimmy, and in the process, kill 2 officers.
Yeah, that was a pretty
That was
intense
a
one.
really intense scene.
Yeah.
I liked it though.
I like that they came together. I thought that was sweet. I was just like, oh my God, that's so sweet, because she was trying to help Jimmy. So that definitely touched a spot in my heart. But then of course, like Michael Chiklis' character was just like, he always gets really angry and then can't control himself, like that
Yeah.
scene with the doctor. And so I kind of expected the fact that the cops were gonna die, and it definitely did suck, and I felt bad because now they're at the tents now, so they're supposed to be searching everything. The question that I'm wondering is, are they gonna find a dead Dell?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, first of all, I feel like it's pretty forgiving of Amazon Eve just to get over the fact that Michael Chiklis tried to kill her in a
yeah,
trailer. Like, she was like, all right, like, I'm happy to help out.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's actually really messed up, and she never said anything really. Like, so Michael Chiklis went in to kill her to try and sell her. Obviously, this is back a few episodes ago. Amazon Eve's gotten over it, and yeah, they've gone out and killed Jimmy Darling. So, and then obviously we see Elsa kill Dell, but I mean, they never inquired as to where. Wouldn't you want to find out where Jimmy is before they pop cap?
Yeah.
You know, because like Dell might, you know, for all they know, Dell might be the only one that knows where Jimmy is because he's hidden him, and then they've just gone and killed him without finding that out. So, what happens now?
The cops showing up again at the freak show is crazy to me, because how many times have we seen all these cops pull up to the freak show? I feel like one of these episodes we're just going to see the cops kind of shut it down. Maybe that's how the last episode's going to end.
Obviously they want to. I mean, obviously they want to. It's a weird one.
Yeah, and you brought up a good point. What if they do? Well, I guess we'll get to that in a second. So then we see the cops show up. Dell goes into his truck van thing and trailer, and Desiree's sitting there with a gun.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a great scene. So she asked him basically, who have you killed? And he says, you know, I've only killed the cops. And that being his loving wife, ex-wife, were they even married?
Well, I like her when she's like, I knew about all of those affairs you had with boys. I thought that was great.
Yeah,
I thought that was
homo-erectile
affairs. That was awesome. That was such a powerful woman's speech. It was great. But to see him admit that and go into that breakdown for me made me feel really bad for him.
Pretty wild twist that he got shot in the back of the head by someone else, right?
So crazy.
Who was not expecting that?
Yeah, and then I completely was not expecting that. And he admits that he kills Ma Petite, so now I guess the whole entire freak show knows, but he's not going to get in trouble because he's dead.
Yeah. I like that Elsa just came in there. That's why I love her character so much. She's just a strong woman, and like the fact that she didn't even hesitate. She didn't wait for him to cry or explain. She was just like, okay, you're done.
Right. She's definitely a passionate woman.
If they had if they'd kept him alive and got him to admit everything, they would have found out a lot more of the problem. You know, they would have.
Right.
You know, Dell was one piece of the puzzle. O'Hare is the big problem. Denis O'Hare is the big problem. He's the one who was blackmailing him in the first place. If they'd kept him alive and maybe tortured him a little bit or something, they would have found out why he had to do it, and they could have stopped it from the source of the problem.
Right. I guess Elsa just isn't the most rational of
like,
human beings. She's like, you killed Ma Petite, and she loved Ma Petite. That was her. You know, that was her like
cuddle
little
bunny.
sidekick,
Yeah.
a little cuddle bunny, her little manicurist. But
I don't know whether I love or hate that voice. It makes me feel weird.
Oh, you know what? You love it or you hate it. Tweet us your questions because we're gonna get to them in just a sec, right after this break.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited.
This is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot. I literally cannot. You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
The more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy. It was hot. It was heated. I was into it.
You are going to be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama. Tell her, go ahead and turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on the stream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
Yeah, guys, so check out all the other fabulous after shows we have here on the stream.tv. And now on to your questions. The first fan question comes from Jorge Sosa, and he writes, didn't you want more from Gabourey Sidibe's character? Okay,
Yes.
first of all,
What do
I
you
just want to
think?
clear it up that I'm sorry if that's not how you say her
Gabourey,
name.
Gabourey.
Gabourey, Sidibe. Anyways, that's how I think you say it.
Let's call it Gab.
Gabs.
Gab.
Gabs.
What do you think? I agree. I definitely think we should have seen more of it.
Right.
Go over to you because I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I thought it was a good amount to have her because her mom had already died. So, I mean, I would have loved to see her try to put Dandy on trial. That would have been really interesting, like her studying to be a lawyer and then like bringing him to court. That would have been really, really cool thing to see. But there wasn't much more drama to happen because she already realized, okay, this crazy guy killed my mom.
It was pretty abrupt, though. I mean, I mean, Dandy was so confident. Like, he's like, cool, tell the cops, tell everyone. And then he offers the guy $1 million in cash, and he'll probably just kill him, obviously. The cop didn't even hesitate, just went, boom, kills Gab.
Yeah.
And it was abrupt. I agree with Jorge. I think there should have been. I mean, I was expecting a little more from her, considering she's a great recurring character and really loved. Like, she killed it in all the other seasons.
Exactly.
Like, you know, I thought she was awesome. So I thought it was a little abrupt. So I would say I would have liked to have seen more.
Yeah. I mean, we barely even saw her this season, and she was a huge part
Of Coven.
Like huge part of Coven. So just to see her a tiny bit, and she's a great actress, so I would have loved to see her
but
more in this
sometimes
season.
people just get popped.
Boom.
A bit of that.
I think they do that to surprise you. They're like, let's take one of our biggest characters and just like kill her off.
I would love to know the thought process behind this show.
Yeah, right?
Anyway.
Next fan question comes from Brianna, and she writes, who do you think Dandy will kill next? This guess is so obvious.
I know. Well, you'd think Chester. I think he's going to kill everyone around Chester and then get him. I mean,
Marjorie.
Marjorie for
going
sure.
down.
Yeah, okay, I like it. I think, who the hell really knows?
That.
But I'm going to go with that too. I'm going to say he's going to kill Marjorie right in front of him.
I would love that. That scene where it like alternates between her actually, being the live version of Marjorie and the doll version, and like you could see the different points of view.
That question is so open, but I mean, or he might even kill the twins because he's so enraged that they fell in love with someone else.
Oh. Ooh, and then he could keep them like at his house and make them a puppet too.
Yeah.
Dandy, you're so sick. Next fan question comes from Fan For Me, and they write, do you think Jimmy gave his hands up willingly? Well, I guess we saw a little bit of that this episode.
Well, we saw all of it. We saw all of it. That's busted. Sorry, brother. It's outdated. No, he got drugged. He thought he was giving one of his hands away so he could get money for a lawyer. He woke up and there was two gone.
Well, that's Hollywood for you.
Denis O'Hare is a schmuck, and now everyone knows that.
Thank goodness.
Sorry, I just had to put that one to bed.
Yeah, about him being a schmuck comes. Here's a live question on Twitter, and it comes from Liam_Brixwin, Brown with an X, Brown Brixwin, and he writes, how do you think Neil Patrick Harris's character will die/exit the show if it were to happen?
I think he might go to jail. Like Jimmy's character, I feel like Dandy's way of really torturing somebody besides killing them or making them puppets is making them lose everything they love one by one. So he'll probably kill Marjorie first and then throw him into prison.
What if he ends up in the asylum because he's absolutely crazy?
Yeah.
That, I mean, yeah. Jeez.
That could be a great connection.
Wow, I don't know about that.
I know,
I'm
trying to push it.
Maybe. God, how is he going to exit the show? That's a really good question. Jeez, there's a lot of possibilities to that. He could get canned so quickly, or this could keep going for a few episodes.
Yeah, he could be the leader of. I don't
know how long this cameo is going to go for, because it's been so epic in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I don't know how long they've got left for this one, but like,
that's true.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to go with what usually happens, and that's that he's going to die.
He's gonna die.
I mean, everyone usually
I'm excited to see him perform.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him on stage, and I can't wait to see Marjorie headline. I'm wondering what she's going to do to headline.
Sure. Well, when we do in the promo for this week, we did see him soaring and a whole bunch of blood all over him. So. It's like, you know how they do that in the promos for weeks?
Yeah.
Sometimes doesn't happen until the week after.
Right.
Maybe, I mean, he's still got stuff to do. He's obviously still got to kill someone, so by accidentally sawing them in half.
Right, because we saw the preview for next week. I thought I saw Maggie's character in the thing. I thought I saw Maggie's character. It was a blonde. Maybe I was imagining
anyone
things.
got a better look at that?
I'm pretty sure, maybe
we get just to clarify, we get one quick look and then we go live, so we're always a little hazy on the promo.
And we're in mic, but I'm pretty sure it was Maggie's character, but let us know, guys.
Oh, I hope not.
I know, right? Well, actually, she's kind of annoying to me. But anyways, going into some Twitter shout-outs, at Luke Simp, at WillBar6, at Lodge121. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And some YouTube shout-outs, Alex Frost, Jorge Raimundo Sosa, the Dicilino Yofus. I'm so sorry, I'm butchering your name. Forever Johnny Boy, Andre Luke, Neon9677. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. Okay, guys, thumbs up, thumbs down, just like Lauren started off. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
This episode. Yeah, I mean, I thought this episode was awesome. I loved how everything moved really fast, and there were so many exciting things, and I was just so excited to talk to you guys about them because it was really a jam-packed episode. It was like, oh my God, there's no hands. Oh my God, they're killing cops. Oh my God, Dell's getting shot in the back of the head. It was just like one exciting thing after the other. There was sex. There was like everything you could want in an episode in this episode.
For sure.
Maybe the best one.
Yeah, I have to agree. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
I think there was just about everything you could ever ask for in this one. It was high stimulation, and I think it was awesome. Awesome episode.
Definitely a thumbs up for me too. Seeing Jamie Brewer back definitely put a smile on my face.
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris, we heard about this cameo for a few weeks, and I wasn't really sure what to expect of it, but I'm really loving this new psycho character, and I can't wait to see what happens with that. So anyways, guys, let us know your thoughts and how you felt about this episode. And make sure you tweet us questions for next week because we're going to be checking them out all week long on Twitter. So use the hashtag AHSAS so we can find it.
Tweet us.
Tweet us.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.